Hi, I'm Gordon Dixon, and I'm here to tell you about the 5 keys to breaking through the hidden blocks to learning, plus the 4 costly but all too common mistakes to avoid. So why should you listen to me about hidden blocks to learning? Good question. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been working with children with learning blocks for over 25 years in Melbourne and on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. I collaborated with Dr. Charles Krebs in improving his learning enhancement program, then went on to develop counselling kinesiology, specialising in dealing with emotional blocks to learning. I've been teaching practitioners throughout Australia since 1990, so you could say I'm the teacher's teacher. This has included being senior lecturer at the Melbourne College of Naturopathy and at the Australian College of Natural Medicine in Brisbane. In short, I've had the opportunity to develop what is now a highly acclaimed method for breaking through the hidden learning difficulties, problems and blocks that are preventing your child's optimal learning. Here is a summary of my nationally established counselling kinesiology program, the 5 keys to breaking through the hidden blocks to learning. The first key is finding the BIB or BIB. BIB stands for Brain Integration Block, and it is what makes the IHK program specific to your child's unique needs. Let's face it, no one-size-fits-all program is going to target what's going on for your child. It will waste time on things your child doesn't need and miss things that really matter. At IHK, we use carefully targeted assessments to find your child's blocked BIBs, these micro-skills of learning such as eye movement, memory and coordination. These are the things that make up the macro skills of reading, writing, spelling, numeracy and sports abilities. Learning should be easy and fun. Just look at babies learning to walk. They keep on trying no matter how many times they fall on their bottoms until they finally succeed. Why is it that our kids can try so hard at school and not succeed, or just give up? It's their brain integration blocks. These BIBs make learning stressful. Like trying to run with a broken leg. Sure, you might succeed for a short while if you put all of your energy into trying, but it is impossible to sustain. In just the same way, the spelling learned today is forgotten tomorrow. With our targeted hidden learning blocks assessment, we can even assess the stress of attempting learning tasks and find your child's unique BIBs. We have a special offer on this assessment at the moment. More on that shortly. It's not much help diagnosing the problem without being able to do something about it. I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. Your child has XYZ syndrome, and there's nothing that can be done about it. It's very unfortunate. But how do they get it? What are the underlying causes? How can we stop it coming back? The second key to breaking through the hidden blocks to learning is to reveal these underlying causes. We use a unique body feedback system to reveal just what needs to be addressed. These hidden causes can include confusion in the nervous system, emotional blocks, nutritional issues, or body mechanics. For example, how would you know that a past stressful experience could be having such a profound effect on later learning? It so often does, and the body feedback system will reveal it. Usually there'll be multiple causes, and that's why the IHK program is called a holistic system, because it looks at all of these underlying hidden causes, not just trying to fix the symptoms. As you can see, there are some clear but simple ways that my system can help your child. Some people want to take action sooner than others. If that's you, here are the contact details again. For those of you who want more details, the next key is restoring brain integration. For each underlying cause, we use a balancing technique to address the brain integration block. This is what breaks through the hidden learning difficulty and is the third key, restoring integration. I tell the children I work with that I find the problem and then it becomes my problem, not theirs. I am the one that has to get to work on it. This means minimal effort required for the parent and the child. With all the rush and bustle of today's life, having to do hours and hours of extra homework and exercise is just unrealistic and not going to happen. With the IHK system, we do the work in just 7 one-hour sessions. Having restored integration, the brain functions are now working much more effectively, so we need to put them to work and retrain the brain. This is the fourth key to breaking through the hidden blocks to learning. I use the analogy of a broken machine trying to do a new task. There's no point trying to make the broken machine work faster or push the operator to work harder. It is far better to repair the machine first, then retrain the operator to do the new tasks required. This is a lot like the IHK system and very different from the repetition model of just getting kids to do more of what they're incapable of doing, hoping they'll get better. With mere repetition, everyone gets frustrated and the child often gets blamed as lazy or labelled with some syndrome. How much better to fix the machine first, that is, get the brain working better by addressing the underlying causes. With these brain areas working properly, it is now time to get the operator, your child, retrained in their use. We have special exercises to do this so your child can practice the new abilities and retrain the brain. Having addressed the micro skills of learning and retrained the brain, it is time to tackle the macro skills of spelling and maths. This is the catch-up phase and the final key to breaking through the hidden blocks to learning. It is where parents, tutors and teachers come in and why I get recommendations from them. They identify that there are problems, I address the hidden blocks, and then they can engage optimal learning. Tutoring work that was frustrating and forgotten overnight now becomes easy and is retained. We all know success breeds success. It is wonderful to see the joy of a child now able to master the tasks that have been impossible beforehand. Children feel good about themselves and their confidence soars. Feelings of being dumb or stupid and giving up trying become things of the past, and we once again have happy, contented, successful children. I trust you have found this information really valuable because it is very powerful in terms of being able to unblock learning difficulties. But a word of caution, even with this information, there are several mistakes that are surprisingly common that I want to tell you about so you can avoid them. Obviously, you have had some concerns about your child and that is why you're here. You might have talked to teachers and been told that there are lots of children doing worse than your child. Still, you feel there's something wrong. And you're probably right. Left unaddressed, your child could fall further behind and have years not enjoying school and not reaching his or her potential. So doing nothing could be the worst thing you could do. Proper assessment lets you know if there is a learning block to be worked on and will enable your child to have the education and life deserved. You can relax knowing you have done the right thing for your child. It seems logical that if you can't do something, you keep practicing it until you get better, like training a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. But what if there's a problem with the way the muscle works? For example, it's not getting the vital nutrition to build up new muscle fibers. All of your work comes to nothing. The same is true of the brain. Often tutoring, coaching and extra help at school focuses on revising what the child can't do, but forgets to investigate why he or she can't do it. It can be throwing good money after bad and wasting precious time if you're not addressing the underlying issues and the problems keep coming back, or never even go away. It's easy to make big claims regarding learning difficulties, but much harder to back them up. Some less reputable people will offer systems making big claims that they don't follow it through on. Your child ends up in a class with lots of kids together, no individualized treatments, and the treatments they do receive make little or no difference. The IHK system is one-to-one individualized treatment based on techniques researched by Dr. Charles Krebs. We are so confident we can make significant differences for your child, IHK offers a satisfaction guarantee. Knowing how desperate we are as parents to help our children, some companies can charge huge upfront fees and lock you into their systems that take forever. While this might be good for their businesses, at least while they last, it is neither fair nor ethical. The IHK system is efficient, taking just 7 one-hour sessions. There are no upfront fees or lock-in contracts. You just pay for the treatment you are getting. It can't be fairer than that. This doesn't mean we forsake you after you've finished the program. We recommend follow-ups a few months down the track to make sure everything is going just as well as it was when your child finished the program. So the next step is to book a hidden learning blocks assessment. Ring or email us to book your appointment. Currently, we have a special offer for this assessment. You'll save over 50%. The normal cost is $135. You pay only $65. That's a saving of $70. Here's what you'll walk away with. In less than 90 minutes, you'll finally understand the real cause, not just the symptoms, of your child's learning blocks. This information alone holds the key to opening the door to a significantly brighter future for your child. You'll know exactly what needs to be done to break through these blocks to learning. Your child will not have to put up with these problems for life. You'll see why extra homework or tutoring is not the solution and why it's been frustrating and disappointing. Your child's been trying as hard as can be, struggling against these blocks already. You'll have a clear view of a path where your child is happily engaged in optimal learning and getting the most out of life. And if you're not completely happy with the hidden learning blocks assessment, we will gladly refund your fee. We want you to be as happy with our approach as we are, so there's no risk in taking this first vital step. So ring us on 07 5444 5466 or email us at ckt@ckt.com.au to book your hidden learning blocks assessment and mention this video to get over 50% off the price. This is a limited time offer, so please act now to avoid disappointment. And by the way, if you are not sure if this assessment or the IHK program is the right thing for you or your child, then just ring or email and we'll be happy to discuss it with you and answer any of your questions. Thanks very much.